Isn't that like a really sad? Oh, yeah. It's okay. What's it about? Like death, loss. It seems like a great funeral song that you hear, that you see. I mean, you don't really see it. Oh, really? Which we were talking about earlier, and I watched a few episodes of that. I liked it well enough. It feels like a slightly more modern version of Arrested Development, and I'm fine with that. That does not bother me whatsoever. Uh, Arrested Development. I've never heard anything positive about Arrested Development coming back, but yet they continue to make additional seasons. So what's that about? I gotta say, with that show, it's one of those shows that I saw the first episode or two. Like I do, I remember seeing the first episode when it premiered on Fox, and being like, this is pretty funny. Like not getting too caught up in it, but be like, yeah, it's humorous. And then losing track because I think it was like a Sunday night show or whatever, and I just wasn't into that type of programming at the time because I just had other things to do on Sunday nights. And oh, this guy, right? Oh, bro, yeah, dancing with this guy here. You kidding me? Dude, come on. No, are we dancing or are we making love? I don't know anymore. Ah, yes. Okay. I better get it after all that. Good lord. Yeah, I'm talking. Well, are we dating now? What the hell? So, anyways, yeah, I liked what I'd seen. I just didn't think it was going to be, Arrested Development. Let's just say that much. Like what you ended up getting. Weak. Super weak. Get out of here, dude. Um, but I just didn't know, and then all of a sudden time goes by and everybody's like, dude, have you seen Arrested Development? And I'm like, yeah, it really was. Well, and that's the thing about a show like that is I've gone back and revisited it since and been like, this show's amazing. Like, and there've been so many weak. There've been so many movies and other things that have like used those actors because obviously that was the starting point for Michael Cera, who became a huge household name. Yeah, and I love Michael Cera, dude. I'm one of those guys, I guess. Whoever those guys are, that's me. I I liked Michael Cera. I liked him. For me, the first time I really got to know him was Superbad. Love that movie. I still love that movie. And that's what. Oh, ever so quickly, they cannot hear you. Thank you, Amanda. I'm going to go and fix that somehow. So stay clear of talking, Danny. Don't ruin that beautiful dialogue. All right, let me see here. Well, I can't win them all, can I? Let's see here. Don't you love it when you got something that's going well, and then something like this happens and totally redeems it? All right, let me see here. I lose my freaking camera last time, and we can hear you just fine. Now that I have it, we can't hear you one lick. All right, let me see here. Let me hit this button here. Come on, Obs. Don't. Oh, it's me again? Did you just die? Damn, during all that. Okay, so I'm going to go into Advanced Properties, Desktop Audio. Has that thing going. Cool. You should be hearing it, but you're not. So that's not a thing. Device.
I'm checking the microphone.
There we go. Say things. What? Okay, so I can hear you. It's looking like we can hear you. Make more noise. More noise, Danny. Yeah, we can hear you. Woo! Yeah, I'm agreeing about this. So Amanda makes a great point. She hopes that Michael Cera doesn't end up being an asshole or something. Because, you're finding out about these stars, like, behind the scenes.
He's one of those, it's like, oh, you could be an asshole, couldn't you?
Like a true misogynist. Which is, like funny.
Just raped a bunch of girls while he was 18.
Right. And it's so sad because it's like, right now we're going through the Marilyn Manson thing. And Marilyn Manson...
What's the Marilyn Manson thing? Tell me about that.
Well, okay, so his deal is Evan Rachel Wood. She's currently on Westworld, I believe. She was on that... did you see that movie with Across the Universe where they used all the Beatles music? And it was kind of like a great movie. Neat idea, really good the way they did the songs, reimagined them, was pretty neat. But she's in that. I think that was like where she kind of got her start-ish.
Okay.
And now there's this whole thing with Marilyn Manson where she was married to him for a couple years and kind of held on to the fact that he's kind of rapey, kind of abusive. And now that's coming out.
Are we surprised that he is that way, though?
Well, I think that there's a fine line between being in on a scene and being a little too much into something. Because, like, he's Marilyn Manson, so, like, he's got a look, an image, and everything going. So I was like, I don't know. You kind of get what you expect with certain things. But then there's also what you call a safe word.
Totally.
And maybe he did not acknowledge said safe word. And I think that's what happens.
I have read his biography, his autobiography.
Right.
And he talks about people that were willing to do anything with him, basically. And then it made him feel strange. And then he didn't want to be in that position.
Well, it's funny too because it's like you talk about misogyny and these certain things, and it's like somebody like him who plays the androgynous card heavily. You wouldn't really think would go there, but then equally so, anybody can, male or female, can become abusive and overly such. Well,
it's a power thing. It's a control thing.
And now and as he's gotten older, he's starting to play around with younger and younger types to where it's like,
Jesus, man, I saw a graph that was of Leonardo DiCaprio's age versus the age of his girlfriends, and he kept going up, and they just stayed like 26, I mean,
But
it's really too bad.
I think Leo's going to be one of those guys that stays in the clear for some reason. I don't know why. He seems like
I actually think that he is a genuinely decent person.
yeah, I don't know what it is about him. He seems like
But
he has nothing more to prove.
He's like dating 26-year-olds when he's like 50 years old or whatever.
The thing about Leo too, it's funny, is like when he was younger.
I haven't done a hammer fight all game.
I keep taking all the hammer fights. P-Wing, brah! You want that? Come hammer fight me. You know? But I gotta say, like, Leo is one of those perfect situations where, like, he was a good-looking guy when he was younger, but he was, like, good-looking in the sense of, like, I don't know, like, I'm sure he was approached by creepy old men as well as beautiful women, you know, like... And so he was just attractive all around. And then as he's gotten older, he's kind of gone into dad mode. Or like he just kind of, I don't know. I kind of look up to Leonardo DiCaprio because like I'm not too far off from him now. Maybe when he
made that speech at the UN that was really good.
Oh yeah. He's kept in the political sphere without being like a pompous prick about it too, though.
Totally, yeah.
So there's something about him that's very well rounded, and he just continues to be an amazing actor. And it's just, I don't know. I'm Team Leo all day long. I feel like he is somehow being accused of something. I feel like we just made him accused of something, and he's like a decent dude.
He's getting accused, right? Like there's no stopping it. Duck.
What about this whole Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears thing that's happening?
I read an article. I don't think that's anything, but I mean,
dude.
I will say,
shit.
I'm glad that he said it. I'm glad that he wrote that, and then he came out. But like, it doesn't seem like much more than publicity for something.
Yeah, it seems like the right time to be like, well, what about Timberlake? And he's like, well...
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was just a douche. I was young. Don't you remember NSYNC? I don't like to remember that myself. Because you got like somebody like Timberlake who went from NSYNC to being Timberlake. Like solo.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, crap! He went to... Once he became solo Timberlake, it was a whole other thing anyways. It was like...
Definitely.
He was trying to forget it.
I was reading the article today, and it's like he did the Super Bowl in 2004.
Right, the year I graduated.
With Janet Jackson. He was quite young. I'm not making an excuse for him, but he was quite young. Then he must go on and do something that's good for himself, to the point that he is asked to return to the Super Bowl in 2018.
Right. But I'm going to be honest. I don't know what the whole... So I don't watch Super Bowls. Every once in a while, I might be at a party and the game's on. But I'm usually at the snack table. Like, I'll be honest. I'm at the snack table. That's me, this guy. And it's like...
I didn't watch this last Super Bowl, but I'm a typical watcher of Super Bowl.
I don't know. Like when I was a kid, I remember when we were kids, it was like a big deal to watch like the Bud Bowl, and then to watch just like, I don't know, the commercials, the lame portions of it, you know, which was like,
yeah,
like
that's what it's all about.
I'm not into the corporations, but I love commercials. It was like with that, you know, that's what it felt like. And then this whole thing with Timberlake happens, and I don't know. I know a titty was exposed. Was it a joke?
Tell you this right now. He ripped her.
What was that? How did that even come to be? It's like amazing to me. It's like, how did it go from?
Know.
I know they tried.
Oh my God! Stay alive.
I know they tried to make it like it was like some sort of like wardrobe malfunction.
That's what they said. But I mean, if you ignore that and just watch it, he ripped her breast covering off.
Ah, crap! I just landed on the teeth.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, he just ripped her boobs out, you know? And
he just exposed her breast.
That's
And
kind of a dick.
somehow
Okay, I see that as being
he
a dick
escaped
move.
completely clean from that, whereas she basically like lost the public attention.
So
God damn.
Janet was exposed
Yes.
unintentionally so by Timberlake. Like he had like this plan, like I gotta see a Janet titty, and it fucking happened. Like that's what happened on 2000. Like there was like a whole like there was a plot to this plan. Like I mean, like are we serious?
I don't know if it was a plot so much as he maybe knew that he could do it from rehearsal, right?
Right.
Like maybe it happened accidentally during rehearsal, and he was like, "Oh, if I wanted to, I could just knock this booby covering off of her boob." Right?
Wow. It makes me think of that Dave Chappelle skit. Ah, screwed it. Where he's like, I don't know if it was just on a DVD or they actually played it or what, but like he's doing a car commercial with this chick, and he's like, the chick's boob flops out, and he's like, I felt like I did that with my mind because part of me was like, come on, titty, and then it comes out, and then she's like, oh, you know, it's a humorous and whatever, but no hands were involved in that. It was her dancing
Right.
and whatnot. Yeah. So I always assumed that's what the Timberlake thing was. It was just like, you know, it was circumstance. But it's so funny to me how like the mainstream is so like green versus like what is actually out there. I gotta say that much because it's like the internet, the mainstream internet is like porn central nowadays. Like
Of course it is. Yeah.
But like the idea of seeing a breast on mainstream network television is still
FCC, like investigation.
Yeah, it's still considered like this heinous crime. And don't get me wrong, anybody that's being exposed in a way that's like embarrassing and not consensual, I agree that's a total dick move. I don't know why I always felt like she was somehow a part of that, and I guess that's kind of on me.
It was revealed more to me in this article that I read today was she has apparently never publicly commented about it while bearing a brunt of the like shame and blame.
That sucks, dude, and that kind of makes me feel worse about it because it's like
chat talking about this right now.
What's that? Oh, we're in chat. Yeah, we're getting lots of feedback. It's kind of unfortunate because usually I have chat on the screen, and it's another glitch that's happened since we lost things. But yeah, we have. Okay, I see that we have a few people that are discussing what's going on. Oh, yeah, I made it to the top of the cloud, by the way. I just went up that pipe. Did not know where that took me. So Amanda says she thinks it might have been a publicity stunt. And then Deadly Driver says it was on purpose, but she was in on it. So it seems like they're saying what I'd always thought, which is that maybe she was kind of cool with it. But like you said, she's never mentioned it. Kind of swept it under the rug.
I heard that too, and I always thought that. But what I read today made me think that it wasn't that way. But also, I could see some spin at play.
No pun intended.
Audience. To say that Timberlake's the bad guy and Janet was the victim.
Oh.
Like that would be messaging that would align with the Me Too world that we live in.
Me Too is one of those things. It's just another hashtag that like has good intentions. And I agree with probably 90% of it. It's just the extreme 10% that's going to make it look bad.
Yeah.
The ones that are like, well, this thing happened to me 25 years ago. And you're like, why? What? That sucks. Like, I'm not going to feel less bad, but equally so, why? What are you talking about? Why didn't you mention that then? But then you find out a lot of people do mention shit. Like, I've been on this Cosby kick now since the Manson thing popped up. And I got to be honest, that shit's been mentioned since the mid-'60s. And it's kind of a weird world we live in with that because used to, and I hate to say it like this, but used to what the fuck was I thinking? It was a case by case basis. You know, like let's say you're a serial killer and you killed 10 people in like a 30-year span. They're not going to charge you for all 10 kills simultaneously. They're going to get you for each individual murder. And the other 9 murders are not, encompassed in the case. But yet, with the Cosby case, along with a lot of other things that are coming out, it's not about that one thing. It's about all the other things that are tied into it as well. So it's kind of an interesting approach to, the trial versus the public opinion is now being somehow,
the body of evidence or the body of...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so that's what we're like...
By the way, I apologize to everyone out there for my horrible performance that I've been delivering recently.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it in 10 years. So, with that said, I gotta say that... What the hell was that?
What do you call those things? What are those things called?
I call them fan fuck blades, dude.
Fan fuck blades.
Yeah, for real. Oh, dude, the fan fuck blades are not cool, bro. I gotta say that much. Yeah, I don't know. But lo and behold, the Cosby thing is interesting because when I mentioned that, because I saw the Manson thing pop up and I was like, wow, that's weird. Like, here we go again with another case that's going to be like a public scrutiny. But then it's like, the more you think about it, it's like, well, maybe he did, and it just wasn't. He was a high profile guy. But the difference between Manson and Cosby is Cosby was like America's dad.
Totally.
Manson was like America's.
Manson is like, sure,
forever a teenager.
Chick,
like he's like that guy that's always.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cosby was America's dad. Yeah.
So when you put an image behind it, it's like, who's going to get away with it for longer? Well, Cosby, because, god damn it, do I just suck that bad? Probably. I need to use my P-Wing. I'm going to use my P-Wing. But Manson's got a different thing he's got to uphold because you can fly up top. Check it out. There's some secret stuff up there. Jump. Go. There's a pipe. Did you know that? Manson, and that's what kind of sucks though, because duck and kind of fly through it. Can you? Can you fly? Yeah, there you go. Now do it through there. You don't want to base somebody off of just their image, because that's kind of where we're at in the world now. Because there's plenty of people.
Every time I land, I stand back up.
Oof. There's plenty of people that look like creeps that aren't, and vice versa.
Definitely.
And I think that's what's happening right now. No, go down. Don't lose all that greatness down there. Don't go out of there. Oh, Danny, why'd you leave? No.
Who's down there?
All kinds of goodies, like extra lives and stuff.
I'm trying to beat the level.
You did. You officially beat the level.
Yeah.
But also you were in a hot spot of fun, and you just said, "Fuck that."
Yeah, I blew it. But I beat the level though, which is really what I was trying to do.
I'm going P-Wing, Amanda Howe.
I'm
doing it. I'm doing it. What are we flying to? I think there's some fireball jerks in this too. Like they're like bullets. They had Bullet Bill, but then they had like the other guy who was just like no. Why did I die? No! No! Oh my god! I flew in the water. I flew in the water. Ugh. If you're just joining us, I used the only P-Wing that I had. And I got caught in the water. I did not know that was a thing. So, future Josh, if you're hearing this, do not ever do that again, please. Yeah, that's a great point. Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was like a handsome dude. He knew law. You know, he was like smart, and he like did all that crazy shit to these women and stuff. I think that's funny about him is how he denied it until the day he was executed. And then the moment he was about to be executed, he's like, I did it. And then he's like explaining it and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, dude, we know. And then
you just died with a P-wing?
Dude, I was P-winging out, seeing areas of this level I didn't know existed. I flew down and there was water and it caught me and sucked me down. Can you believe that?
I didn't even know there could be water in that level. It's like a cloud level.
They were like waterfalls. And Tanuki.
Tanuki.
Charming psychopath. That's kind of a 2020 narrative. I say 2020, but the 2020s is a charming psychopath. Are you charming? Do you look good on film? Do you like doing crazy freaking stuff? Then you got 1 million followers on Instagram or TikTok. Do you play with TikTok at all?
I do not. I've never downloaded TikTok.
I
also have never downloaded Twitter.
Never done Twitter. I'm Twitter free since 2003. But I gotta say that I recently downloaded TikTok, and it's fun. It's probably the future of entertainment. I'm gonna be honest, because
I think TikTok. I've been thinking about getting it. Dang it! But I've also been thinking about getting Twitter.
I don't know about Twitter. Twitter to me is like, we just put a dude in the White House for 4 years based upon that motherfucker. Like, that seems scary. You can do like, what, 160 characters? And that dude got fucking... Yeah, like, that's scary, dude.
No, I agree. But the nice thing about Twitter is it seems to be the direct message for anyone. Right? Like,
good point. Continue to tell people how you feel about Twitter, and I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, I mean, there are people that you can gain access to on Twitter that you couldn't through any other way. So that seems the advantage of it. Is the public. I hope I don't die here. Good, got the Koopa. Well, that didn't work. I guess I'll just play some guitar. Looking at my phone, try and find some distraction, try to find another way home. I don't know. That's just something. I don't know if you can even hear it. You can't see your chats if you're chatting.
Sounded good, Danny. Sounded good.
Okay.
I got to check you out on the stream. Not bad. Not bad at all. I gotta say I'm impressed by the fact that you have consumed more brews than me, and I have urinated 3 times more. And what is it about a cheeseburger that's always delicious?
They're just always good.
I did one of those DNA tests. Found out
You're a 30% cheeseburger?
I'm 100% that chick. Now, while you're waiting, I'm still waiting to see like where I'm from. Which, you know, to look at me, I'm probably Scottish and Nordic and lame stuff, you know, from mountains. But like, they have a thing where you're like waiting and you fill out all these charts and stuff. And one of the things that got me was, do you crave sweets or savories? And it's like, I'm not really a sweet person. What's that?
That's a determinant?
No, just your diet has things to do. Like while you're waiting on your direct DNA results, there's factors in like where you come from ish kind of deals, you know. And one of those is like diet choices and things like that. And so they were talking about like, do you crave sweet foods or do you crave savory foods and yada yada. And I think that in reality I do. I crave savory foods. I crave filling foods, like heavy. And I don't know. I like sweets. But when I like sweets, I'm not talking like fruit candy or nothing like that. I like chocolate, but like I like things that are sweet and salty simultaneously. Like salted caramel. I like brownies. A good bread pudding. But in actuality, I think like the perfect food for me.
Good bread pudding.
Bread pudding. I do like just a regular cheeseburger, dude. That to me is like the perfect food. Just the meat, the bread, the cheese, the sauce.
Those are the key ingredients. The meat,
Ah!
the bread.
God damn it! Every fucking time I'm going to fucking jump off a fucking mountain.
These fan.
I don't like them. I don't like them. I have no sense of timing. And bacon. Bacon is another one. I cannot control it. And you know what? Bacon's funny because I went like 7 years at one point not eating like legitimate pork bacon. I was eating just the turkey stuff.
What?
Yeah, no, I got like I had my shit on task there for a minute, like in terms of whatever that means. You play like me? But like I everything was turkey. You know, this poor gobble fuckers. And it's like all of a sudden I got back into eating like other meats. And regular bacon, there's no other way to. You can't fake it. There's no faking bacon. Can we be for real right now? And
I saw a guy that made what he called bark bacon. He's a survivalist.
I fucking don't do it every time. God damn it! Every time.
Literally made bacon out of tree bark, but that's not the same, dude. It's not the same.
No, now tree bark. God, how do you like? Let's be honest.
Like, shaved off the bark and then cooked it in deer fat, and that made what he called bark.
How
bacon.
much fat does a deer have? Like, did he take an entire deer and like?
Not enough. Not enough, bro.
Deer fat? Come on, man. And I would say that like. I've seen. All right. Now I watched this. This gal. She's called the Black Forager, and it's this black gal that likes to forage food just like around the area. And her whole thing is like, she does weird shit. Like she made carrot bacon, and I'm like, no. But then the way she did it, it was like. I can kind of see that being good. Thank you. By the way, I'm just sitting here nonchalantly watching you beat the level that's nearly cost me my everything. But yeah, she created this bacon deal out of carrots, and it made me realize that I for me it's always texture over everything else. Like I love a good it's that feel of the bacon. I like the saltiness, but it's just like the way your teeth pull into the bacon and you chomp it, and there's a whole experience with it. So if you can somehow mock that ever, and if it's carrots, cool. I don't believe it.
But is it gonna be the texture though? I don't know that it's gonna match.
I don't think so. But she did
What are you pouring there, my friend?
This is another one of those Quaffon 6-foot strawberry blondes.
Yeah. Okay.
This is good. I'm not a fruit beer guy. There's very few fruit beers that have been in my life where I'm like, I'm going to drink several of these. As you've seen tonight, this is one of them. And it's like crunch berries, but without the sweetness. Yeah, it's like... Do you remember when crunch berries were just red berries? Do people remember this?
I do remember that. And in fact, as a kid, or as a middle schooler to high schooler even, we craved, and this was not just the red, but the Oops All Berries.
All Berries. This is when they had gone to the several colors, which I think where they got like green, purple, blue, and red. Do they even have red berries in them anymore?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, and then they did that one where it's just the berries, which whatever. It's probably corn-based cereal anyways. It's the same junk as what Captain Crunch is.
Right.
But a lot more sugar and food coloring, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like it was better when it was just red berries. It's probably my brain just playing tricks. But it seemed like it had more of a strawberry flavor at that point. And that's what this tastes like.
I think so, yeah. My daughter, we sent away in some capacity for this contest, which was to get Lucky Charms marshmallows only.
Ooh,
right?
Yeah.
And we got this very special box of marshmallow only Lucky Charms. Although I think that we were test subjects.
Okay.
And that then they have issued the marshmallows only.
Yeah, now you can buy like 10-pound bags of them. Oh, God damn it. Off of Amazon.
Keep alive. That seems like a one-up zone right there. If you could get
I'm not worried about that. No. Not that fuck. You sack of beans!
He dive bombed you, dude.
I was worried about his kids swarming me. Do 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 boo boo boo.
All the way back.
All right.
All the way back.
I didn't do so bad though.
Same.
But yeah, actually, I went to Harlow Santana's youngest son's birthday in the fall, and they had marshmallows only, just setting out. I'm like, well, this is weird.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just setting out like crock of beans. I think it was like I don't know, kind of like you would have like those dinner mints sitting out or something. It was like that. And
just got the Lucky Charms mallows.
Yeah, I love the way they taste, but I hate the way they feel.
Oh no, this level?
I hate the way they feel on my teeth, dude. Yeah, we forgot about this level, didn't we? How'd I do that?
It's challenging.
Yeah, the way they feel, like there's like this film on the outside, because by the time you bite into them, you kind of get that God, dude, you still have that last jump of like, I got this. No, this is not our level.
I'm gonna quit, dude. I'm gonna quit. That's it. It's over.
You just quit?
I just quit.
But that means I have to do your levels.
You gotta play. You gotta either play or quit too.
I can't quit. It's going to end our online session. This sucks. How do I choose the different games? I'm ending it. What are we doing? You know what? Okay. I think we got a little more time. What are we playing?
I don't know, dude. Are we leaving this game?
We already did. You left the game, and I couldn't just stick around by myself. We got this Donald Trump soccer here.
Donald Trump soccer would be good.
It sucks. It's not that good.
But we're not in an online session anymore.
No, one of us has to start a game, and then you do it. But we're still online, like you and me talking.
Yeah.
This is good.
I'm
right?
saying it's getting late. It's 2:20 in the morning. We've been going for a while.
You getting tired, Danny?
I'm getting kind of tired, but I would play a little Donald Trump soccer.
Is it a two-player game?
I don't. It's gotta be, right? It's soccer.
All right, let's see what we got.
I don't think I've ended the online session. I think you can still join it.
Join Indiana Dave here. Indiana Dan.
Here we go.
All right, are you doing some of that? All right, here we go. Let's do it. You and me. You versus me. You ain't got nothing, bro. Cause I'm Ireland. Or is this Italy? I don't even know flags. What's this? This is Ireland, right? I'm this guy. I'm these guys. Oh yeah, it says it right there. It tells me what it is. Oh hell, I'm just guessing. There's Ireland and Italy. I was right. Okay, well I'm Ireland, bro. So get with it. Here we go. Here we go again. All right, what's up?
You got to pick your formation.
Oh, auto or manual?
I don't even know what that means.
All it means is you're going down, bro.
I want to know whether Donald Trump is playing.
I think Brian Trump is on the team on this one. I'm going with him. And Logan. I'm swapping them for no reason. And then Haley and Grady. You guys need to swap. Okay, cool. I guess that's what I wanted to do. Then what? What do I do after that?
End. You go up to end.
Oh, end? This game is pretty intense, dude. I never played sports games. What, is that your thing? Time? What is this time? Why is it going back up? No. Oh, kickoff. All right, here we go. Who's who?
You're green.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Irish. Okay, it makes sense now. Seems a little okay. Yeah, get it. That sucks. Just like the okay, I got it now. All right, cool. Get it, you little jerks. Yeah, take that. What are you? What is your team?
Argentina.
Oh shit. Take that, you Argentinese. Crap. How do you change your guy? This is weird. This is like a foosball game gone wrong. Oh, that guy kicked me in the freaking shins. Not cool. Alright, cool. Kinda. Oh, crap. This is like real soccer, dude. Damn, my goalie rules. What's that
Your
guy?
goalie is like saving you right now.
Why is my guy not dribbling the ball? Jump. Ugh. Got it.
That seemed like a foul in the box.
This ain't bad. Oh, out of bounds. Okay, that was the most exciting thing that's happened in this game so far. Are there fouls in soccer?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because it's new. Oh, I just kicked it out of bounds toward my freaking goal. And you... All right, I guess we're not worried about that, though, with this. Yo. Oh, snap. Get it, goalie, man. That guy rules, dude. The goalie is played by Miss Trenchbull.
Dude, I've been reading Tilly Matilda, and
Oh, you guys took it from me. Yeah?
it's really great to get into Miss Trunchbull voice.
Do you think that? So you're reading the story. Is it? It was the movie a pretty good depiction?
The movie is a pretty good depiction, yes.
I love that movie, dude. It's one of the last movies I got to see at the theater. I know it sounds funny because you know how many years it came out, but I see a lot of movies down at the Art Craft, and I took my kids down there with to see with one of their friends, and it was.
How do you score, dude? Like, what the fuck?
I'll show you how I score here in a minute, bro. Get it, Ireland. This is one of those games, dude. It's like, is this even fun? I guess. We're playing it. We're talking about Matilda.
I just wish there was a way to more reliably try and score.
The passing feature is awful, dude.
Yes, it is.
And it's like I snag it from you and I'm kicking it my way. Yeah, but that's one thing about the pandemic that's been a bummer is missing out on the Art Craft down in Franklin. I don't know if you've ever been there or not.
I've heard of that place. I haven't been to it.
It's a historical.
And I've actually seen the marquee.
Yeah,
Franklin's a lovely little town.
Oh, it's great, dude. I freaking love Franklin. Oh, that guy just took it from me. Your goalie's a jerk, dude. What the hell? Get it. I love going to see movies down there. That's actually where I met Spooky Brucey. Was at the Art Craft. We had some mutual friends, and we were down there for a screening of The Bride of Frankenstein.
Nice.
Which is such an amazing movie, dude. Definitely one of my favorites. I think it's probably one of those sequels that's better than the original in a lot of ways. Oh, what's going on?
Sorry.
What's that? Are you cheating? Are you cheating?
Just button mashing.
Damn. He did the mash. He did the button mash.
See, I should be able to score right now.
Yeah. Well, hey, bro. Be more of a gentleman, huh? Goal kick? Oh, is this for me? Yeah, you should be able to score, but obviously dinner wasn't good enough. What did you have for dinner tonight? Bologna sandwich again?
I had some P.F. Chang's
Dude.
rice, and I added a little bit of egg and hot sauce and sour cream to it.
Glorious. Good choice.
Yeah, it was good.
How would you like your chainsaws? Oh, it's going out. Corner kick. Dude.
How that works.
Oh, we got 48 seconds. Who's kicking it? You, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at those graphics. Out of bounds.
Yeah, this game kind of sucks in terms of the finishing. The gameplay itself is fine, but
it's okay. I think I like the oh! 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 Oh no! What is that? Is that suddenly you love this game, huh? It's got like a certain appeal. What was I kicking it to? Who was that? Tiny Toon Adventures had a soccer game that was pretty good.
Oh, really?
When you go to PF Chang's, do you ask them how you like your chainsaws? Do they ask you that? They go, "How you like your chainsaws?"
I have not heard that question. No.
Oh, that's how Tally would ask it on South Park.
That's definitely how Tally would ask.
How would you like your chainsaws? He kind of sounds like Herbert the pervert when I say it. Halftime. Ooh, this is rough.
See what the halftime show is. They just run across the screen.
Well, who's playing the halftime show? Is The Weeknd playing?
Yes.
Ooh, I'm blinded by the light. Do 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 do.
Yeah, I usually watch the halftime show because it's like such a production, you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch it this year.
Well, he kept putting off that whole thing about him having like his face all like reconstructed and shit, and then
Yeah, I heard about that.
And then it looked believable. He looked like he made Michael Jackson look handsome.
What does manual mean?
I think you control your goalie, maybe? I don't know. We'll find out.
And they run back across the screen.
Take that, Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I don't give a shit. All right, here we go. Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
Could have scored that if I would have kicked it at the net.
Yeah. Don't cook it at a net. She's a good woman. Hey. Oh, snap. You. Oh, me? Thanks, bro. Oh, no. Me. Shit. Oh, crap. What did I do? No. Oh, I kicked into my own goal? Did I do that?
I think you did.
God, dude. Look
how...
no. Well, Danny's winning this in real life. Arg is winning in real life.
Well, you know, I did play soccer as a child.
Obviously. Yep. I was thinking that. I was thinking, you know, there's only one way he'd be this good. And that's me kicking it out of bounds every time. So do you play sports games? Like, is this your bag?
No.
Did you go to Donald Trump Soccer University?
I did do that.
Damn, dude.
Figured it was worth my time.
No!
What?
No!
What?
No.
I was dribbling it into the goal.
No, you weren't.
How did you stop me?
Take that, you mean jerk. So is this why they call it football? Because you're kicking it with your foot?
I think that's why.
Weird. That's weird. Why do we call it football? What? Like,
That's a great question.
how did Americans get like the opportunity to name anything? Because like, what aren't eggplants called aubergines? No, no,
How do you keep
yes,
stopping it right at the goal line?
because
dude?
fuck you. That's how. Yeah, the teams are I'm green, and he's the other guys, basically. No, I didn't even come close. I was styling my hair. Arg Ramon. Argentina is on. Dude, do you think Argentina would beat Ireland in
Yes.
soccer? This is probably like a realistic game, isn't it? Damn it. That wasn't nice. Why did I kick it toward my own goal? I love that they give you the opportunity to screw up. It's kind of nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been in your favor so far, so. Yeah, is that what you got? So it's funny a bit that we're playing this game because the other day I actually posted a clip from Home Alone 2. Dude, I should have done auto. You see, you kept auto on your goalie, and that was dumb for me to go manual because I suck. God damn, dude. Yeah, so I posted a clip from Home Alone 2 a couple weeks ago. I was telling Harlow Santana this, and it got flagged. Is that weird?
What? For having Trump? Or
Yeah,
what?
it wasn't even the Trump scene, but I guess that movie now is taken out of the public.
Not allowed to talk about Home
Yeah,
Alone 2.
no, they're saying no. That movie is that's a movie for terrorists. And I was
That doesn't seem right.
no, it doesn't. Even though I can see why. I would be more offended by the Twin Towers being in that movie
Right?
than anything else. But you know what? What are you gonna do in this climate, dude? You're destroying me. I have been destroyed. Do you want me to? What do you want from me? Argentina.
You should try and stop these shots for the next 3.5
I'm
minutes.
fucking trying. I don't like the fact that this is gonna be another 3.5 minutes. Ha! Look at this guy. Ooh, I don't know what to do. Okay, he did well. That was good.
That was a good save.
Great
Good
work.
save.
Yeah, he threw at it. You know. What are you gonna do? My guys are like, why would you shoot at your own goal? Were you seeing if you could?
Yeah.
Oh, no, your guy is unstoppable. I should have left mine auto. I turned it on manual, and that was the dumbest thing ever. Because look, I gotta actually physically get in the way of the ball. Your dude's like ready. Watch out for that DJT. Oh, boom! Get it, dudes. All right, we good.
I like that there's no staff, nothing, just like brown over on this side of the field.
Yeah, there's no ref. All we got is just the fans in the stands, and they're barely. Oh, god damn it! You distracted me with your talking. Okay, let's be honest. 6.
Oscar's got a hat trick, Josh.
6-0 is like that's crazy, dude. In a soccer game, that's like not even cool. Ugh. Not even close. I think I just did a backflip.
I mean, you got a shot on goal, dude. That was good.
Yeah, but I gotta say that the passing on this is not good.
No.
Not good.
Like the guy that has the arrow on him.
What
I
is
should
that?
be able to hit a button. and
It
pass
goes to him.
directly
Yeah.
to it.
Like every basketball game ever.
But I can't pass it directly to him with any button.
My soccer hole is getting destroyed, bro.
You're getting reamed.
I'm getting reamed by a ball and a couple cleats. It's going out of bounds. But you know what? I'd rather go out of bounds than in your shoe. Or something like that. No. No. No! Where's he at? No! Oh, no! God damn it! I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I feel like when I play Fortnite with these young kids and they just slaughter me, dude. That's what's happening right now. You're just slaughtering me and you think it's hilarious. And you know what? Frankly, I think that I should have never gone manual with my goalie. That was the dumbest shit.
That was definitely a bad choice.
That was the worst idea ever. Because I don't think... You made one goal on my auto goalie, right?
I think 2.
2. You're going to play that? I'm going to replay the tapes. Yes! Yes! Right in the stands, right where I planned it. Oh, you got the ball. I'm running like I do. 44 seconds. Did you see
I think that's Oscar's 5th goal.
Did you see that?
Yep.
Did you see how I jumped out of the way? Dude, who has the hardest job of the whole deal? It's definitely the goalie, right? No! Yeah! The magnets helped me there somehow. Your guy's gonna get it. Yeah, your guy's too good, dude. What is he doing? He just kicked me right in the nards. Are you just letting... Okay, you're gonna let me get one. Thanks, Danny. No!
I was trying. You're right. I scored 1 goal in the first half. Yeah, that manual choice was not a good one. But hey, this was fun.
That was good. Well, you know what? I'm glad that you were with me on this quote-unquote test stream, even though it just felt like a regular stream. We had our pals...
We had a good time.
We had Amanda on the track. We had Jake. Yeah. So those two alone were out there throwing out some goodies.
Thanks, Amanda and Jake.
U.S. men's just beat Trinidad and Tobago 7-0. Yeah, okay. Ouch. All right, that hurts, actually. I tried my damnedest. You know what? In real life, IRL, which just happens to be that works for what we're discussing, I suck at soccer. I'm going to be honest. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at...
I used to be good at soccer, but I think if I tried to play now, I would be exhausted quite quickly.
I think it's the point. Honestly, I think it's about running.
Run so much.
It's
Play
the
a game
best.
of soccer. It's so much running.
But what a blast, I'm sure, when you win. But I think it's funny how they have these soccer riots in these towns that like actually win the soccer game.
Mm-hmm.
They'll burn down their own city.
Yep. I mean, we do that for our teams.
When we win,
Mm-hmm.
it's just so weird, you know?
Yeah, I think like notably, I remember when the Phillies won the World Series. Yeah, there was like essentially a riot in Philadelphia.
No, I didn't realize that. I thought this was like a foreign thing, like the Canadian lands of that in the Great Canada and Venezuela.
Canadians? You think the Canadians are rioters?
Yeah, I do believe it. I think that's what's funny. Everybody puts Canada down as like these peacemakers, but they're really they're not. They're just jerks like us. You know, have you ever seen Trailer Park Boys?
Well, I was gonna say Letterkenny. You know?
Letterkenny, equally
You
so.
don't want to get in a fight with Wayne. Man.
These are both Canadian shows that just go to show like Canadians are jerks too. Plus, they have hockey. And does Canada even have a soccer team? Am I just creating this idea that they do and they have their own riots? Maybe they're hockey riots. I don't know. I just feel like Quebec is burning.
Canada is never warm enough for there to be a soccer team.
But it's cold enough to have a
Soccer fight.
soccer fight, yes. What does he say? Stick, gloves, shirt. I think we learned that in Mighty Ducks 2.
Yeah, that's what we learned.
Yeah.
Are they having a show for that? I feel like I've seen promos that Emilio Estevez is back as Gordon Bombay.
So let's be honest here. What's happened in modern society is we had Cobra Kai, which is a genius show, come out of the woodwork. Have you watched Cobra Kai yet?
I haven't. No.
So basically, they took Karate Kid and they modernized it to a series where they just brought, they modernized it. Here it is.
Yeah.
Johnny, who is the bad guy, is now like coming to terms with his life, and he decides to open up the Cobra Kai dojo, and there's teenagers, blah blah blah. It's the most genius reboot that's ever happened, and it worked well. But then now, once something happens and it does a good job, you're going to have other things that are going to decide to do the same. I think what's going to happen is this is going to be the Mighty Ducks, but in the Cobra Kai fashion, which could work.
Right.
We'll see, But what are you going to do? I'll watch it.
You gotta go with the times.
I don't think I ever saw the third one though. I never saw D3, the Mighty Ducks.
I don't know that I saw D3 either, but D2 is good because that's when they played the Iceland team.
Yeah, that's when they go to they become the freaking Olympic team, and Kenan Thompson was part of that. Is he the one that created the knuckle puck?
I don't know.
Well, all I know about the knuckle puck is it's like a silly thing that was created, and everyone
Right.
tried it, and everybody in hockey was like, "Don't fucking do it, it's dangerous."
What is it? Do you know? Like what the actual ins and outs of it are?
The knuckle puck.
Yeah.
It's where you make you flip the puck up on the side, so it's standing.
Oh, and
like
then
a
you
coin,
slap it.
and then you slap it. Yeah, that was the knuckle puck, and they're like, "Dude, don't fucking do that. It's not cool." It was in a movie, not real life.
Yeah, don't try that in real life.
Yeah, but it was great. The knuckle puck was cool. The stick, gloves, shirt thing was clever. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just remember that Greenland is full of ice and Iceland is very nice. That's what the chick tells Gordon Bombay.
It's really not
As
true,
they-
though. I'm
they
learning a
form
lot
a
about
love.
Iceland recently, and Iceland has a shit ton of volcanic activity up there. Like, there's all kinds of, like, ash and whatnot. And
So it might not be full of ice, but it's also not very nice.
I mean, I guess it's decent. Bjork is from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's at least that. And then,
You got Bjork.
well, we got Bjork, and then we got
So let's see. Let's talk about the good things about Iceland. We got Bjork,
Sigaros.
and then well, there's Bjork.
I just recently tried to
and then we got Bjork. So there's Bjork.
What was that one I just tried recently? That brew that we tried, Einstock.
Oh, okay.
That's a good Icelandic brew. It's fucking good. And the band Sigaros is from up there.
All right. Okay. So Bjork and Einstock and Sigaros.
Yeah, and they have I guess
and
over
Mighty Ducks too.
Mighty Ducks 2 reference. And I guess that yeah, Mighty Ducks 2 is not even from there. It's just a reference.
It just exists within that
You know,
realm.
and I guess over 60% of the population believes in elves.
Yeah, that adds up.
But it's really close to England. I didn't realize how close it was to England. Look at a map.
England's really far north. If you put the latitude of like London over in North America, it's like Toronto or further north.
I was thinking it was like Maine.
England's cold, dude.
Yeah, it's not really that great. That's why they go to India for their holidays.
Right.
And that was always weird to me. I'm like, why do they go to India? And then I look at it. Whenever I have questions about why, like, humanity does what it does, I look at a map, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I get it now. You went further south, so India is your Florida. I get it.
Yeah, it was cold as fuck, and you left the cold area
to go there,
the warm
and
area.
then while you were there,
I saw a really interesting map a few years ago that was sort of enlightening on this same tip, and it was where most humans live on Earth, like now, you know?
right?
And most humans, the largest concentration of humans, is in like the South China Sea. So basically, like Thailand, Indonesia, and then wrapping around to like China and Japan and Philippines, like all of that area. That's where most people live. And I found myself thinking, I was like, oh, that's because if you're like homeless there, you don't die.
Right. Well, I mean, the government takes care of that, I guess. But also,
well, I'm thinking weather-wise, like it's just kind of easy to make it.
Well, it's kind of weird because it's like I'm kind of planning on eventually ending up in Florida, and I feel like Florida is like the armpit of America.
Totally.
But I'm absolutely fine with that because even when you're having a bad day, at least it's like Florida weather, Like, I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. At least you got that going for you.
But it does suck in the summertime. I mean, it's not like it's always fucking great, but I don't know.
Right? Yeah, in the summer it's unpleasant. It's unpleasantly hot. This is why you got to go with Indiana, man. I mean, yeah, you have to endure the winter, but you get all 4 seasons.
I would actually say that Tennessee is probably
We're insulated.
I'd have to say
Tennessee is really nice. Tennessee is really nice
because it's just shy of the crap that we endure, but yet we're still not East Coast.
And Tennessee has a lot more like landscape that is interesting.
Really, West Virginia is underrated. I'd have to say, like everyone shit talks.
I've driven through West Virginia. It's beautiful.
It's amazing. I went to a cabin there a few years ago, this time of year, and I was in a hot tub while it was snowing, and there's nothing better. I'm dead serious. There's nothing better. But I can tell that you're getting a little sleepy eyed.
I've been yawning like crazy the past hour. So yeah.
But a few things I'd like to mention is our pal Amanda Howe had also mentioned that they have a lot of elk in Iceland, which is interesting.
Is that right?
But
so wait, let's do the roundup then. We got Bjork,
right?
Einstock,
right?
Sigur Rós.
Yeah.
The reference in Mighty Ducks 2.
Yep.
And elk.
5 reasons to go to Iceland right there. And I got to say that those are good. Those are very good. And I'm glad that we assessed
We needed to hash that out. It was important.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go, but I wasn't sure why. And now I'm 100% sure why. Would you ever go to Easter Island?
Me?
Yeah. It's like 2,000 miles west of
And they have the giant heads
of Chile.
right?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'd go there.
They have a population of 2,000.
I'd pay a visit.
You can actually fly a plane directly there, which is kind of interesting. I'm thinking about doing
From Indianapolis?
it. Possibly. It just depends on time of year and situation. You might have to go from Chile. But if I'm going to go that far south, I'll probably go ahead and go to, what are the steps in South America?
Machu Picchu. Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah, I would like to go to Machu Picchu.
Yeah, I mean, why not? But I guess it gets cold as fuck down there, too.
Well, sure.
Look at a map. It's pretty close to fucking, yeah, not Antarctica, but is it Antarctica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if the Straits of Magellan, I think they're called, around the bottom of South America. Yeah, it's treacherous through there.
Dude, to be a former explorer, like Magellan, do you think Magellan was like a corporation, or was it really just like one dude?
Well, I think he had a company.
Yeah, but do you think he himself did all that shit he said, or was it like a co-op?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I feel like
I do find myself marveling at people that manage to like paddle around in a boat and then make an accurate map.
Right.
Like apparently that was one of the things that Lewis and Clark were able to do, was they would just like go down a river and be like, no, we got a map of this now. And that's without any tools other than like their own brains.
Well, now we're talking about like going through space, and we got like Elon Musk, who's like, yeah, give civilization 10,000 years, and I feel like we will map out this entire galaxy. And it's like, God damn, dude, that's kind of cool.
I don't know if I believe it. I mean, I don't know if I believe that we'll be around that long, man. Fuck.
Well, it just depends on if you believe that we stick around in these bodies or not.
Right. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, are we going to evolve beyond the bodies, which is like that's a huge question.
I know, because we're
like, if we lose the bodies, do we lose what it is we are, or do we not lose what it is we are?
I don't know, because some people are not what we are. Because what are we? Oh, let's be honest real quick. What are we? Are we talking about like the human element is basically like empathy, destruction, consumption, things like that. Like there's the animal side of us, and then there's the intellectual side of us. Will we survive just strictly as the intellectual half? Well, if we go into the computers, of course, we will know.
Yeah, but that's the part we don't want to lose, that other like passionate animal side of us, right?
I don't know. Look at social media; it says otherwise. When we take a collective of who we are as human beings, it's like we're all monsters. But why? Because we all want to have some sort of.
I wouldn't want to be Commander Data.
No. But then it's like, if you don't want to be Data, but then do you want to be Spock? I think Spock is a good place to be.
Spock could be all right.
Yeah, because he's like a good middle ground. He's like logical, but he still has a little bit of like, yeah, maybe I like to gamble on the side. Maybe.
Totally.
Maybe
Spock is like, the thing is that Spock is an organic creature, and this idea that has been put forth about deep space exploration, like becoming interplanetary and even intergalactic as a species, basically requires that we abandon organic material, right? We have to live so much longer than that. I don't know how to do that while retaining our actual species as we know it.
Truth, yeah, and that's the thing, it's like, even when you get on like a higher, like, when you get on, let's look at something as crazy as like Jesus Christ. Here he was, like God in the embodiment of flesh. He's a system he created. He comes to this world, and he could have anything and everything at his leisure. And you don't think that he felt all of that while he was here? That the taste of something delicious, the feel of something wonderful, and still to find that righteous level of, like, just the middle ground of, like, got to do the right thing. But that's only when you're tempted. That's only when you're in the flesh. When you're outside of the flesh, like, the flesh makes you vulnerable to temptation.
Totally.
That's what makes it, but that's what makes us human. When you're out,
100%.
when you're out of the flesh, you're no longer susceptible to the human error, which is,
I don't know how.
damn that, like,
organic material and still be the human race.
You're right.
Something else.
Because the human element is like the flaws that we have are like, damn, look at that ass, or God, I really want that cheesecake, even though I'm on a diet. Like,
Yes.
these are things that you shouldn't do or be like involved in, but once you go there, it's like, there's this like relief, but also this like horrible feeling of just regret.
Totally. Yeah.
And it's
and there's this great play. It's called The Big Kahuna. They made it into a movie starring Danny DeVito and Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey, another crazy character.
Right.
DeVito delivers this amazing soliloquy where he talks about regret and honesty and character and how they show up in a person. And he's talking to this young idealist who's like a 20-something born-again Christian, or maybe he never had to be born again. He was raised that way. But DeVito's talking to him about, like, how do you regret anything? And the kid's like, no, I don't have any regrets. And DeVito's like, no, you have plenty of regrets. You just haven't figured out what they are yet. Like, and once you have regrets, then this, like, honesty paints itself on your face. And I agree with that completely. Like, we all look at each other with this, like, yeah, man, I've been through some stuff.
Right. Experience is a wonderful thing because it creates the, I don't know, it's like it puts the wood on the outside of the tree. Like, you start out green and fresh, and before you know it, you start to have the bark that grows on the outside of you. But that's kind of interesting where we live in this world that we do, where everyone wants to stay young forever. And they don't want to feed into their flesh turning into something old. I don't know, old, wise, whatever you want to call it. But
I don't know if I agree with that. I think that you're right that there is this general perception. And I certainly miss youth. But I also don't through my elderness. You know? Like we were talking about this earlier, just like being old now. I didn't think about being old when I was young, but now that I'm this way, there are plenty of people in my career and my life that are younger than me. It's like, I like it.
It's sort of a beautiful thing. Just to actually experience something. And that's the thing that's got to be, you got to wonder about intelligence is, will intelligence have wisdom?
Right.
Will it have the experience?
Exactly. There's no substitute for just being alive for this long. So if you are not organic, do you retain that?
do you retain the wisdom of just like being alive forever? If you do, then maybe that's going to be all right. If you don't, gosh, it's basically a tragedy.
Yeah, because I feel like the universe harnesses information regardless of the viewer. You know, and that's kind of the thing about us as humans is we view things and create perspective where these things are happening regardless of whether or not we want them to. You know, the universe continues to push forward, and we've decided, hey, we're going to collect these moments and say that they're more real now than they ever were, but they're just as real as they've ever been. You know, I have this image of my mother holding my brother after he passed. And it's interesting to me because it's like 1987, and she's holding him. He's dead. And at the time, it's not like a creepy, weird thing because it's just like a memory they're trying to harness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a photograph. The photograph exists, but neither of them are around anymore. So this moment was kind of crafted onto this image, and now it's just it just is this thing. You know, it's like it's basically a piece of paper that anyone else could just throw in the trash, but I have this tied memory to a tied memory to a tied memory, and it's just interesting because it's like why do we do these things? Why do we try to create statues or any type of memory of things when we know that it's inevitable that's going to disappear eventually?
Well, I think that is all about the remembering, right?
Right.
The remembering is what it's about. I've seen this thing. You might have even shared it. It's like ancient Sanskrit philosophy, supposedly, and it's like lessons are repeated until they're learned.
Right.
And you can always forget the lessons, and you can always remember. Like they're both, right? Like our lives are a constant state of remembering what we already learned and also forgetting it. You know, like so these types of memories are trying to remember. They're there. The sculptures, the statues, the photographs, they're there in order to try and help us remember all of our experience.
Well, it's kind of funny because, you know, we have this deal where it's like true remembrance is of awful things. Like people who do terrible things seem to be remembered for longest.
Sure. Yeah.
Where those who do righteous or awesome things seem to become legends. They're almost something that's like unobtainable. You know, when somebody really does something well to a point to where it's like they've created an entire league of people. I mean, just something that's gone beyond their lifespan to where that same thought, that same idea continues forward. And it's kind of like, that's kind of where I want to, you know, I don't know. It's kind of like traditions are not necessarily rooted in the idea that one person was worthy. It's those that continue on. You know, where like evil people or tyrants or those that want to try to get statues made of them are the ones that do something horrible, and then they're remembered forever because everybody's like, man, remember that time where things were awful?
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of like, history is a funny thing like that.
We are programmed for that, for sure. And I think that's actually like other animals too, you know, they just try and remember what to be wary of. We're programmed that way.
Like when a volcano is going to...
You gotta have the saying, I have this with a friend, and this is a Kurt Vonnegut line, but you gotta say, if this isn't nice, I don't know what is. And the point of saying that is to stamp the experience into your memory of a good time rather than a bad time. Because a bad time will naturally leave an impression. But if you don't remember specifically a good time that you're having, you'll just forget it. So that's why you have to say, if this isn't a good time, I don't know what is. And then you've done your job.
That's amazing. Because it's almost like that's where we're at with.
Are we still streaming, by the way?
Yeah, we're streaming. I'm talking to Amanda's popped up and everything. Yeah, we've gone to a whole other level.
Just chatting.
Yeah, just chatting. It's funny when you look at the media, how much it's changed throughout the years. Where like in the 70s and 80s, and I would say even the early parts of the 90s, they're always trying to push like a moral lesson. And then the 90s, 2000s, and beyond, suddenly like reality TV shows started to pop up. And then it became like dirty laundry, drama, terrible things. Mm-hmm. And it's like that.
Even like a lot of the dramas the drama, like fiction stories that are made, they're about like bad people.
Yeah. We're like being ghetto like trash.
Everyone turns out to be bad.
And it's like, it's funny because you say things like being ghetto trash and people like want to be like, what do you mean by ghetto? I mean like true trash of like rich, poor, this country, that country, anywhere in the world. Like ghetto trash is literally just like people who are like the screaming the loudest and are fucking being the weirdest, most obnoxious, dramatic pieces of fucking
morally bankrupt. I mean, I agree with you that like morality has not been like, it's not seen as virtuous. There's been this ambiguity around like what it is to behave appropriately, so morality, ethics, those things, they still exist.
Sure. And I think everybody knows them. Some of them seem like common sense. Like just don't.
Mostly.
Yeah. And like, it's like growing up, we'd always heard things like, don't discuss politics or religion around the dinner table. And that's like, okay, seems simple enough. And then before you know it, that's all we're talking about around the dinner table. And I'm like, what? Like why are we talking about these personal choices while we should be enjoying one another? What happened? And I really think that reality TV was the start of that. And then once social media came out, it was just the next tier of we the individuals, to a point to where it became chaos. And
well, there's a thing that has happened with social media where like that public opinion court
yes
had a decision really quickly, and yet it's also still not a reliable court, right?
Right.
You can have a decision basically made if you're watching the social media platforms. And then it's like, no, but it's actually more complicated than that.
Well, it's kind of one of those things.
We deliberate it in the way that we deliberate it in our system, and we arrive at a different decision. And you've already decided that it should be this other way.
And that's kind of a weird place of where we're at. Because if you commit a crime, it's black and white. Let's be honest. If you kill somebody, if you rape somebody, true crime has a black and white scenario. Sure. It doesn't matter. Like, I could be the best dude that ever was, but then I fucking killed somebody. Now I have to be tried upon why, how, and, the situation.
Although, man, dude, abroad. I will say this. If you and I are, like, out in the fucking country.
Right.
And we're, I don't know, let's say we're driving steer, right? And we get in some kind of disagreement around the campfire one night. And you just like pull out a knife and try to kill me. So I kill you.
Okay.
Because you were trying to
nice
kill
twist.
me.
Yeah, I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
And so then it's like, well, shit, man, I just killed this dude, but he was going to kill me because he was acting crazy. I guess I'm going to bury him out here and move on with trying to finish driving the steer to wherever we were trying to get. I don't feel that if that were to happen, I don't feel that I should necessarily be like imprisoned.
I could not agree more. And here's why. Here's the problem with the system, though. The system would say, because you did not report it immediately, you have now taken a body and desecrated it.
Sure.
Which is fucked up. Because I think in a situation like that, you have done it in a way that has been protecting yourself. And you've done it in a way that's very peaceful, as far as I'm concerned. And you just continued on doing what the hell you're supposed to be doing. But the state will not necessarily look at that. And I've been on this huge kick with this recently where it's like, when you kill someone, you're now responsible for their body. Totally. It's yours now. You obtained their flesh. And it's yours to deal with. And so how you deal with it legally is a very strange thing. And I'm a firm believer in defending yourself. I think that if you know, and if somebody is after you or your family, you should have that right. But after that point, what are the legal measures you have to take? Do you have to stop everything at that moment and call the cops? Where you're out, let's say you're out in the sticks, and where are the cops at? You know,
right? Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure maybe eventually you could find them, but a lot of people have gotten in trouble just for that particular situation. Not necessarily because they didn't defend themselves, but because they got rid of the body. And once you've gotten rid of the body, now it's a whole other thing completely. And it looks bad on you. And that's terrible.
Right.
You know? But...
You know what looks bad on that dead guy? Trying to kill you.
Well, the problem with what you did to the dead guy is the fact that you gave him one of those, what it was, the poop mustache? What do they call that? You know, the Dirty Sanchez. It would have been fine if you hadn't done that. Now you're doing time, brother. You shouldn't have done that.
Everything was clean, Madam Judge, except there was the Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah, he desecrated the body. You know, yeah. No, I have to say that, and I'm not a religious person per se. I'm not real. I consider myself spiritual, and I like to say I'm pragmatic, whatever the hell that means.
Sure.
But I do feel if somebody is to attack you, it is your God-given right to protect yourself. There's
continue to be alive.
Yeah,
yes.
And that's that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just how it's approached, and it's all about the narrative, and that's where it gets a little tricky. You know. Well, what if you're a scumbag? But you're a scumbag that just fell, like you just had bad problems with money. You're not, like, what if you had issues that were non-violent, non-harmful to society, but yet they look at you and they basically judge you upon these other characteristics? Does that mean that you have less of a right to protect yourself? No. And that's where we're at with the public opinion is... They're judging people based upon an image. Mm-hmm. And that's where it gets wrong. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. I mean, I'm a firm believer in violent crimes, whether they're truly violent or sexual in nature, should be completely separated from anything else. Truly violent crimes should be persecuted to the fullest extent of the law. That includes rape, sexual things in general, or any type of like violent behavior should be persecuted. And then you have this other stuff on the other side of the line, which are, defend. If you defend yourself, or if it's a drug thing, or if it's something petty.
Sure.
Who cares? Yeah. Let just fine them and put them in a class. Well, but if it's violent,
people in society that are just grabbing power because they can gain advantage, right?
Yeah.
Which is what you will see in someone that is perpetrating a violent crime, is just taking power because they can.
Yeah,
right?
and that's a weird place to be. I don't
Yeah.
get that, and I don't know where people would find that. But once they do, then they've gone from being an upstanding citizen to being that other level, that
Like
other
a
tier.
sociopath or
Yeah,
something, yeah.
sociopath. And don't get me wrong, there are socially acceptable sociopaths.
For sure. Yeah.
But if they stay in
I think
line,
Sherlock Holmes is supposed to be one.
sure, I can kind of believe it. But stay in line. Just stay in line and don't be violent. And don't be like a creep. Don't be a creep. That's it. It's a simple thing. Enjoy your life. Be what you want to be, but just don't infringe the rights of others.
Right.
And
Which
with
is where
that
it gets
said,
into, like, you can't really be a pedophile.
no,
Even if you think-
no.
Even if you think the
That's
boys are into it.
There's a huge line with that too. So that's a topic upon itself. And with that said, I think this is our time to go ahead and cut
let's
this.
not go there.
Yeah. No, because there's a world with that too, where we could get into the subject of there's pedophiles, and then there's those that are attracted to those that are post-pubescent, like the 14, 15-year-old plus. And that's a weird thing too, because like a true pedophile is somebody that's attracted to somebody that's prepubescent.
Mm-hmm.
Truly evil. And then you've got people that are attracted to like 13 to 17-year-olds. It's evil. Is it the same evil? I don't know. I would say, I would fight to say it's slightly less evil, but it's still not socially decent, if anything.
Right.
So it still has a problem, but it's less it's slightly less evil. I don't know. Maybe some people would probably disagree with me on that, but I would say that once they've reached the other side of things, then it's just an adult being a fucking piece of shit.
Right.
I don't think it's much. It's not as aggressive. Let's say that much.
Well, we certainly got our 40 minutes worth out of this Zoom call.
Oh yeah, we definitely did, and they did not cut us. And I've had Fat Tire, I've had Quaffon Strawberry Blonde, and I've had a good time nonetheless. So, O'Doul's.
O'Doul's.
What was it? What was the Dave? What was the Dave?
Budweiser Zero and that Brewdog Clockwork Tangerine.
What was the Dave Chappelle skit where it was like the fake weed? It was like the O'Doul's version of weed.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's fake weed, dude. But you smoke it, and you're just like, yeah.
I just smoked weed.
It's
but
like, weed. Yeah, it's like, owed weed. But.
Weed.
Well, I had a blast, Danny. I'm glad we did this.
I had a great time as well, my friend.
All right, my friend. Well, keep in touch, and we'll get together soon.
Good stream.
All right, brother.